On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Jaden Blue, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Buccaneers' 29-yard line.
In motion left is Wilson. Now McCarthy. Throw here is incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early two-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 129 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Toss play to the right to Blue. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
The Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10.
They go again with Blue. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Yaya Diaby. He's the one who got in there, and he gets the sack. 3rd down and 13.
3rd and 13.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He completes out to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st down.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a 1st down.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Blue. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it second down and 11.
Let's go.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 11. McCarthy operating from the gun. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field for this drive.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Buccaneers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Irving, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Second and goal.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bucks are back within a score. extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 13-7.
Buccaneers 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
182 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They go with Blue between the tackles. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Bucs 39-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Jaden Blue. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
19 Tigers, 19 Lions, 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And this one too low.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And now the rookie's free. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First down, and they go right back to Blue. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Vikings 34, Buccaneers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
They're on 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They begin with a carry for Blue. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings! Jaden Blue, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24.
41. Buccaneers 17. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
brings up second and 5 at the Vikings 46-yard line.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Go! Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Here we go. Shot, go!
Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And go!
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
70 Lions.
Now a toss, left side, it's Blue. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On play action, McCarthy. He finds Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down.
Set. Vikings team to go.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Okay, ready? Hawk 70. Take go.
McCarthy off the play fake. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run up the middle here with Blue, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 7.
Mustang 19, target, Dragon 60.
And Wilson in motion left. Now McCarthy. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
For the Vikings.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Another Buccaneers first down.
They'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go, Shaq, go.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
38 yards on the play. First down, Vikings.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards.
That's another Buccaneers.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, because in the old days, people would they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And a completion to Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And the Vikings first down. It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down.
Let's go. Ready. 70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check smash. Check smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bucks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it.
He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. The Bucks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. Gets around him. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.